Hey folks, good morning. It is Monday's Market Outlook here at Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. I'm the CEO of Top Gun Options here, and glad we got long volatility last week. Remember, one of my Wizisms here at Top Gun Options is when vol is cheap, when volatility is cheap, you buy it. When it's expensive, you sell it. And volatility last week was very, very cheap, especially with everything that's going on in the world. Before we move on, real quick, folks, on Thursday afternoon, at 1 o'clock, so in the middle of the trading day, I'm going to do a free live trade brief, folks. I'm going to be talking about the Death Star, which is obviously Amazon, and the OPEC meeting that's going on this week. We have a lot on the flight schedule, so I need you to head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT, that stands for full throttle, -webinar. That's go.topgunoptions.com/FT webinar. A big OPEC meeting this week, but obviously, folks, what's going on in the markets right now is U.S.-China trade standoff. It really is weighing on global shares. This isn't new, ladies and gentlemen. These freakouts back here were over all of this. You would think the market would be inoculated to this by now. China issued retaliatory tariffs as the trade fight is heating up. And this is going to be a blow for blow, back and forth, and it is going to become this war of attrition. So I predicted, maybe incorrectly, that the adults, the Steve Mnuchin and Larry Kudlow, these adults were in the back room with the cigars, backslapping the Chinese, saying, all right, really, what are we going to do? Let's figure this out. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we didn't get excuse me, our typical sell in May and go away. What we did get is a rally in May, a flat, and then this kind of rally on what? Really nothingness. So I think we're going to see a little bit of June gloom, excuse me, here. So we're going to keep an eye on what's going on with trade. Angela Merkel is getting ready to get booted, the German chancellor. Why? Immigration. What's the biggest thing on our political radar over the weekend? Donald Trump is putting children in cages and ripping them from their parents, which obviously is fake news, but I digress. But anyway, Europe's imploding under this, folks. And of course, the fake news over the weekend was what? Which of course you most likely didn't see, the cab in Moscow plowing into people, right? Terrorist attack. And the other one where the media quoted the person getting out of the car and saying, God is great. No, that's not what they said. They said Allah Akbar. They didn't say God is great. They said those words. So why don't you tell us the exact words that the person said instead of making it sound like a Christian got out of the car and said God is great? Lies. The ECB last week said they're going to take away their punch bowl in December. So we're starting to see a lot of volatility here, especially as we see a very, very strong dollar. So volatility is coming back. Trade war is heating up. The North Korean thing is on the back burner for now. Where's the president going to pivot? He's going to Iran, folks. He's going to Iran, and it's going to get very, very, very interesting. Equity markets look like they're in denial. Summer living ain't going to be easy. So like I said, thank God, or not thank God, thank TGO here for us getting long volatility over the past couple weeks, because I said something is going to happen in the next couple weeks to freak the market the hell out, and we were right. So nice 10% pop in the VIX today as the market is rolling over here. We're kind of stabilized. The Dow's only down around 200 right now. We have a weekly options live trade brief today at 1 o'clock with my members here. We're going to take a look at another bull put spread here on Amazon. You can't keep this stock down, man. It is the stock that just keeps going up. I said to get out of Apple and Facebook, dump those two dogs to get into Amazon in October. And if you listen to me, you're up 81% just in that stock alone. But here's the problem, folks. Here's the bull market's next test. Slower earnings growth. Corporate earnings expanded 25% in the first quarter, folks. That's epic. I've never seen anything like that, and that's possibly a peak there, man. We're running out of airspeed. I remember right here, folks, when Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, the financials reported earnings like they've never, literally since JP Morgan was alive, that the earnings were disgusting. And what the market do? It rolled over. Here's, Apple crushed earnings, and the market rolled over, and Facebook in there as well. And then we had this kind of blue-collar rally here, folks. We're running out of airspeed. This is not a good-looking chart. I said last week, I don't think we're going to head down to the 50. This isn't panic selling. This is just kind of profit taking and people heading to the Hamptons and trying to forget about the market. If this starts to accelerate here, the market's going to have problems. I really don't care. At the end of the day, folks, we can potentially make money trading options no matter if it's going up, down, or sideways. If this starts to head down with a lot of airspeed, we'll pound it into the dirt. Speaking of pounding into the dirt, how about what was it, Germany yesterday? World Cup champions embarrassed. Brazil didn't necessarily light the world on fire. We talked about pounding the EWZ for the past month into the dirt with bearish double verticals because of the strong dollar. So we don't care which way the market's going. We launch the aircraft, the tactic that's appropriate for that market condition. Bullish double vertical, bearish, or neutral, we'll throw on some iron condor. So we're having a blast here at Top Gun Options trading this market. If you're not, if this isn't fun, folks, you're doing it wrong, okay? So do me a favor, head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT-webinar, and you can join us on Thursday at 1 o'clock. You're actually going to join us in the middle of one of our regular member briefs. It's called Analyze Your Trade, where we're going to take a look at some of our positions on WIN, CSX. We'll take a look at the financials, Visa, and some of our other great positions, okay? So have a great rest of your day. I'll see my members at 1 o'clock for our weekly Options Live trade brief. Happy hunting, God bless, and I'll talk to you guys later.